Payo ko, magbago na kayo ng bisyo. Yung hindi nakakapanakit ng kalusugan, nakapananakit ng pamilya, at nakakapamerwisyo ng kapwa. Not, magbago na kayo ng address. You are not welcome in the city of Manila. With the situation right now at yung tema ng damdamin ng tao during the campaign, the most worrisome for them is the cleanliness of the city and the peace and order of our city and its citizens. That will confront immediately on the first few hours when we assume officially by June 30 afternoon. Ayun talaga ang prioridad kasi alam mo, nangadugyot ang Maynila ngayon, napapansin ng tao. And yung mga magulang, nag-aalala na kaliwat kanan ng snatching, holduping. And remember, Manila is the host for our educational institution. If not all, at least most schools are located in Manila, except for Ateneo de Manila, who is located in Quezon City. But these schools caters for hundreds of thousands of students, day in, day out. The one who is living in the city through dormitory, because they study in Manila, and the one who comes in and out of the city. And it is worrisome for our parents in the city. Plus yung mga tagalungsod ng Maynila. And it should be addressed by the local government. Government should be felt. If possible, at least 24 hours. It doesn't have to be you, but the uniformed personnel must be active and always present and visually present in respective areas. Particular yung concerned areas like the tourist belt, the business area, and the academic institution area. Plus, of course, yung mga challenging community based on historical facts. Kailangan bantayan nyo. Like, for example, yung madalas na mapanood ng taong bayan, yung Arten. It's really, in fact, it went up to the Senate. Di ba? The attention was called in the Senate hearing. Ironically, this is a local problem. That we will address in our own little way with the help of our uniformed personnel. And we are thinking of creating a multiplier force by adapting to former policemen of the city of Manila, or what we call the Antigo. Because itong mga Antigong police, retired police, medyo specialized yan yung mga intelligence gathering. Particular lang is to really create a multiplier force for our official uniformed personnel in the city of Manila. Lesser and lesser, or in the absence of user, there is no use for the dealers to conduct illegal trade or trading of drugs, But sa atin naman, while we support the call of the President, but everybody must answer. The pushers, the big-time pushers, low-key dealer and distributors, and those victims. Alam mo, at some level, yung may mga user na biktima din naman ng circumstansya. At yung iba naman, habitual. And this must be addressed also. But isa lang ang kategorya nila. Tangan-tangan nila yung illegal na droga, o ibinibenta nila yung illegal na droga, dapat silang papanagutin sa mata ng batas. Payo ko, ako naman, hanggat kaya ko kayo makuha sa diplomasya, magbago na kayo ng bisyo. Yung hindi nakakapanakit ng kalusugan, nakapananakit ng pamilya, at nakakapamerwisyo ng kapwa. Meron din mga magagandang bisyo na productive. If not, magbago na kayo ng address. You are not welcome in the city of Manila. Talaga naman yun, pinagpapaalala ko na. Come June 30, 12:01 p.m., may gobyerno na po sa Maynila. Sapagkat, Ami, yan ang ipinangako ko sa taong bayan. Hiniling sa akin yan ng taong bayan through town hall meetings. At yan talaga ang request nila. Basura, at saka peace and order situation. Nagba-viral, may isang mall, napanood ko, they were being interviewed by the bloggers and they were asked, ba't po kayo naglilinis? Ba't kayo nag-aayos? Sabi niya, hindi na namin hintayin si Yorme dahil alam na namin yung gagawin ni Yorme. I'm happy. No, people get inspired to put things in right order. I'm really grateful. Maraming salamat sa inyo sa mga nagkukusa na linisin na natin ang ating kapaligiran, linisin na natin ang ating pamayanan. At the end of the day, tayo-tayo rin naman ang makikinabang dito. If not for us, at the very least, for our children and their future. I cannot do it alone, Ami, with all honesty. You know, you have about 2 million nighttime population and 3 million daytime population. And while it is true that we don't produce anything, but we distribute everything in the city of Manila. So imagine the incidental garbage, no? Yung dulot nito. And any mayors, palalahatin ko na, cannot do it alone. Even the president cannot do it alone. We must help the government, the national government, and the local government, tayong mga mamamayan. And I'm grateful. Thank you. Napansin ko kasi ngayon yung ginagawa ko dati na nililinis yung yung kalsada o inuumpisahan na ng mga tao, yung mga mamamayan. Yung dating ipinakisuyo ko na ilagay sa tamang sisidlan yung basura. The obligation, our obligation in the future is to collect it properly. But for the meantime, I am thankful and grateful to each and every one of you, my fellow Manileños. Nagkaroon sila ng challenges because they shifted to a contractor who doesn't knows the city of Manila. You know, in fairness to Lionel, Lionel survived so many politics. Changing of guards.
Marami.
Marami. Ilang mayor nang kumuha
Yes.
sa Lionel. Lionel won the bidding because they really know and they have the capabilities to collect properly and on time ang basura ng Maynila. Despite, katulad nung araw, di ba? Mayor Lim, Mayor Lito Atienza, and so on and so forth. Mag-contradicting politics yan. But they opted to get what is best for the city. They set aside politics. No? Yun ang nangyari yan. Ngayon, noong Oktubre, ang nangyari, umayaw talaga ang Lionel because they are not getting paid for the last 8 months. I think 560 or 580 million pesos. The story behind is they wrote the city government October ahead of time that they will not participate in the bidding because they cannot they're bleeding and cannot operate without cash. So somebody won, alam na ng city government 3 months time. I don't know what happened come January 1. Siyempre may nanalo ng bidder. I think it is, if I'm not mistaken, Pileco and Metroways. Nagkalat ang basura. Alam naman natin, historically, Ami, pag January 1, talagang kailangan mabilis kumilos ang mga garbage collector company. But nandyan na yan, and really, the people are really calling the attention of the city government to really clean the city, and that we will do. So hopefully, someday, somehow, everyone will participate in the bidding. We might get new sets of group of companies who are interested to clean up the city, and hopefully those who will participate will do their job. If they win process. And let live principle pa rin ang i-apply natin. What is non-negotiable is non-negotiable. And I'll tell you, basic streets muna tayo. The major thoroughfare of the city of Manila. Carriedo is non-negotiable. Street is non-negotiable. It has to be clear of obstruction. Luna is non-negotiable. Soler is non-negotiable. Recto is non-negotiable. These are Pedro Hill, Paura is non-negotiable. Why am I very strict or sure about this road, no? Totoo, marami sa ating mga vendor may hihirap din. Ako, most of our jeepney passenger ay mga hand-to-mouth din. They just wanted to go to work early with a clean street, on time. Nakakaawa din naman yung ating mga mananakay ng jeep. If it is obstructed, then they're going to be late. If it is filthy, kung mabaho, mangangamoy sa damit. Ganon din ang mga bata, papasok sa eskwela, gamit ang mga kalsadang niyan. Yung mga papasok sa hanap buhay, o yung mga jeepney driver na nahihirapan, mga tricycle driver na nahihirapan, dala ng balakid sa kalsada. So kung naghahanap buhay yung vendor, naghahanap buhay din ang mamamayan. Whether maybe some of you here or journalists who will go to their respective houses and will go to office. Imagine if they were late and they smell bad because the roads are full of obstruction and filth. Now, at the same manner, Ami, to our viewers, meron naman akong pinapayagan. Kaya ako sinabi kanina sa ipinagpauna ko na, yung live and let live principle, o katulad halimbawa, if we speak of street, pag tinignan mo yung Blooming Street, meron na kaming Blooming Street Market, meron pa kaming talipapa. And yung mga itlog na kinakain ninyo, nasa Blooming Street yan, mga manok, mga mangga, ano yan, nandito lahat yan sa, what do you call this, perpendicular road ng Blooming Street. But at the same manner, while I'll try to tolerate and recognize yung livelihood nila, they have to discipline themselves. They have to police themselves. Pag sinabi kong hanggang dito lang yung linya, hanggang doon lang. Bakit? Kasi gusto ko naman na yung tao nakalalakad ng maayos. At ayoko nang masyadong magulo. Alngas-ngas lang doon, nakikita na kagad ng lespo yun. Yun. Kaya gusto ko, kung sila'y pinapayagang maghanap buhay, magdisiplina sila. Yung pinagbalatan nila ng sibuyas, sayote, at repolyo, pechay, kailangan nilang ilagay sa tamang sisidlan. Yung pinagbalutan ng mga damit, mga gifts, mga tela na paninda nila, ilagay nila sa tamang sisidlan. Hindi na pa pwede yung inabutan ko before ako nag-assume noong 2019. I think I have to give it also to some vendors. Particular na Roman. When you Google it, no, street, no? May mga vendor yon. Pero nung sinabi ko, huwag kayong lalagpas sa recto, huwag kayong lalagpas sa soler. Sabi ko, yung mga basura ninyo, lahat yan, kunin nyo, ilagay nyo sa tamang Alam mo, isa yun sa mga model. Ako, I would suggest sa mga vendor, no? Saan man kayo. Sa linaw, linaw, wala na yan, ano na po kayo, magpaalam na po kayo. Hindi na po pwede yun. Kailangan madaanan yung linaw. But generally, I'm going to say this to our people who are trying to make a living in the streets. Kapag kayo po'y pinayagan ng pamahalaang lungsod, binigyan ng pagkakataon na makapaghanap buhay pa rin, bagamat kailangan natin disiplinahin, no, yung ibang kalsada. Ang pakisuyo ka naman, maging responsable tayo sa ating sarili, sa ating paninda, sa ating mamimili, at sa ating pamayanan at pamahalaan. Damir, pag na nandoon kayo, ibig sabihin, ilagay nating tamang mindset. Ako ang nakakaabala. Ipinagpapasalamat ko sa Diyos, kinikilala ko ng pamahalaan. Pinagpapasalamat ko na ako'y nakapaghahanap buhay. Pero kailangan maging responsable din ako sa aking pamayanan at kapwa. Kailangan ganun ang mindset natin ng mga nagtitinda sa kalsada.